Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Hello everyone. Today you have come to Pilot of the Tower Devotion here at the 1630th Vigil, and thank you very much. Today 25,700 places are connected with us. More than 60,000 brothers and sisters are offering prayer and devotion in one heart. Today, during this time, the Four Portion Foundation are here with us, and I am grateful for that. On Heavenly Korea, Cheonshim Special District, 280 people are here at the training center, and Cheonshim Church, 110 people will be here. In Iksan Church, 70 members have gathered to offer prayer and devotion. And today, Gwangju Hanbyong Church, Hanbyong Community is their 800th vigil and offering prayer and devotion. Bupyeong Grand Church, it is their 700th vigil. 46 members are at the church and at the training center. 70 members are offering prayer and devotion to Pilot of the Tower of Devotion. This Bupyeong Grand Church, since thousands vigil, they have been attending. Members have been attending vigil every night, and since then, after the vigil, they offer calling out prayer for the safety and well-being of Holy Mother Han True Mother 1,000 times. As a result, second and third generation children were able to come to Yongsan 40-day workshop, Yongsan Academy. Such path for them to serve has been open, and members from that church are attending the 3 residence prayer workshop, and truly the church is moving forward, centering on spirit and truth. Such report have been offered to us. Nagano Church, it is their 700 Cheonshim Won Vigil devotion. To commemorate that, they are piling up their tower of devotion and attending the vigil with us today. At the church site, at the community site, there are 26, and online 373 members. In total of 396 members are attending, and they're checking that number and offering prayer and devotion. And Heavenly Japan, 21,000 places are connected with us, and in their families they are offering prayer and devotion. Today, internationally, at DR Congo, Mind and Body Unity 8-day workshop, 66 members are here with us. In Malaysia, Sasamoto Center, Taiwan, Chad, Nepal, Kenya, Philippines, Heavily USA, Cheonshim Won, Mozambique, Cote d'Ivoire, Heavily Central and South America, Jardim. I would like to offer my gratitude to all the members around the world to gather your prayer and devotion. And today, in front of the detention center, there are members piling up the tower of devotion. It's been 327th day. Gwangju Church, Kwanak Church, Gyeonggi-do Gwangju Church, Kwanak Church, Ansan Church, they are here with us to pile up the tower of devotion. As we come to Independence Day of Korea, which is today, at 1630th Vigil, we shout out in one heart and one will to Mother of Humanity, for Mother's release as innocent, to bring freedom to our Mother. We are gathering our heart to offer prayer and devotion in one heart. And today, 1743rd Ojong Chombo Special Workshop, the weekend workshop has begun. 1,700 84 members registered, conducting 2-day workshop. And there are a lot of trainees who have come today. 40-day general workshop training, 264. Youngsong workshop trainees, 205. In 2020, Pure Water Assembly, members attending 664. And today we have a special guest or members. International Family Festival, the first HJ International Family Festival. Currently, 792 members registered, and we held the opening ceremony this afternoon, and this workshop is ongoing at the moment. You saw members offer praise, those who were Cheonshim Won. And for this International Family Festival, there are members coming from Japan, members coming from Philippines. Joveda Tamasen President, the President of Veterans who attended the Korean War, he also came today for this festival. Why don't we give him a big round of applause? In the past, when he came, he offered vigil together with us, and also this time, as I look at him offering vigil, the Korean veterans who fought in the Philippines, they're truly grateful. I'm certain, and those people who fought at the war will be working through us. So, 1,929 trainees are here. And so this Friday, the members have filled the main hall, and I am grateful for that. Today, Director Do Sung-yeon, the World Mission Headquarters Director, and also providential institutions such as Kim Moon-sik Tongil Foundation Director, because all of our leaders are gathering our prayer and devotion, I'm certain that heaven will work stronger and greater. And we had a Philippine brothers and sisters coming, and we have Pure Water Assembly. And so from the foundation, Tongil Foundation, they are offering a lot of drinks and food to share. In this first family festival, 24 students received the scholarship. And Cheonwon Special District donated 10 million won, and Gapyeong Church offered 5 million won. And Hansana Cafe, besides the bus terminal in Sora, they offered 1 million. And whatever that's left, that is short, the One More Peace Foundation have offered. And so a total of 24 people, our second, third generation received the scholarship. Why don't we give a big round of applause to those who supported the scholarship? In 2023, True Mother established One More Peace Pyeonghae Foundation, and she told us that this foundation must grow bigger. To be honest, this as the greatest gift the True Father left behind was a One More Pyeonghae Foundation, One More Peace Foundation, Peace and Love Foundation. So True Mother offered the most precious devotion on this, using all the True Father's Seonghwa donation. She put it as a scholarship, and even she sold the helicopter that True Father used to ride and put it into scholarship. And she has offered more than billion won, and she's been trying to nurture young generation. And in order for our young generation to prosper, all of us must earn a lot of money and support One More Pyeonghae Foundation. And once you become such a person, True Father, True Mother's dream, True Parents' dream will be fulfilled. What True Parents started should not be stopped. We must move forward without stopping, and we must become more prosperous. And only when we become like that, we can let the world, the entire cosmos know the praise about true parents, about heavenly parents. And even if there's a people who are persecuted, heaven will work and making them not being able to persecute. Such work will unfold. And once that happens, the world where heaven will govern will open. Today, as we watch Cheonshim today, and also we watched the video on the great work, and we received a report. During this great work, I hope all of you register and pilot and offer your devotion. The great work, and we received a report. During this great work, I hope all of you register and pilot and offer your devotion. And I hope that all the members around the world all of us will register to the great works. And truly, through that, we can make actual great work to occur. From Heavenly Japan Mia Church, they have made a song, Let Us Become One with True Mother. They didn't made this song for 5 days, but it took 5 months to make this song. And you saw the Mia Church, beautiful Mia Church through the video. And the years of devotion they wrote plays to come here and go to the Mia Church. It must be very discouraging to lose such a church where they made this foundation. But they were able to make this beautiful song eventually, and moved by this song, spirit world is crying. True Father and absolute spirits are crying, thinking about True Mother, telling them, you have endured well without letting your anger out. Not even a single person showed any anger. And strive to establish original nature, original self. And you must realize that heaven feels greatest happiness once we try to move forward toward the original self. No matter how much power you have, no matter how honorable you may have in the secular world, without Cheonshim, those are pointless. If you cannot find your original self, everything is meaningless. In order to ascend to the heavenly kingdom, you must cultivate heavenly parent, true parents' heart. You must become one with heavenly parent, true parents' heart. You must become one with heavenly parents' heart. Only when the Creator, only when we align with Cheonshim, we will be able to ascend to the spirit world as in the heavenly kingdom. And the trial we're facing is allowing us to absolutely become one with Holy Mother. And it is God's providence, heaven's providence for us to fully renew ourselves, centering on heavenly parents, true parents. During this difficult time, I hope you offer prayer and devotion and tears. And I believe I listened to this praise more than 30 times. As I look at the lyrics, whenever I listen to this song, my tears well up. And truly, this Mia Church choir, this isn't a song just the choir team just made. It is truly the song that has been made with the cooperation with Spirit World. It is truly a beautiful song. And I hope that members in Heavenly Japan can listen to this song more and more, so that the churches and Heavenly Japan will revive and show the greater strength than before. Certainly heaven will work. Right now, Heavenly Japan, it is their Obong period, which is, I believe, the long holiday period. And I hope they share True Parents' words to everyone they meet. Okayama Church, couple A, after 10 years, they were able to be restored, and they have registered to the great works. You witnessed that through this visual today. And during this time, we have to make condition when heaven can work stronger. And I hope you believe in these words and offer utmost sincerity, utmost devotion to move heaven. And if time allows, you must come to the training center and offer devotion. And you must realize how great that is, how great the devotion that is. And I hope that you offer devotion in order to come to this training center. Last week, from Heavenly Japan, 1625th vigil. During that vigil, there was a Japanese member who shared the testimony from 1625th vigil, Hitori Makara, from Sakitama Church. She wrote the following testimony. This time, suddenly, I had something to do in Korea, so I was able to come to Korea. And to be honest, I didn't have any plan to come to the training center. However, many different problems occurred, and I had to come to this training center. And I realized that I had to come to the training center. I attended the vigil here at the training center. And Cheonshim Won vigil devotion at the training center is another level that usually that made me realize how lacking my devotion has been. As I offered Hyojong praise, I cried. As I attended Chanang Yoksa, I just cried. I couldn't help crying, and I began vigil with tears and ended with tears. And afterwards, I went to Cheonshim and offered prayer. And I realized this is Father's office. So all the all the problems can be resolved practically, and I must ask True Father and solve them with True Father. So I put my Hyojong offering paper in front, asking True Father for the guidance, using all my mind and body. And at the end, all of these, I actually offered all of these as a condition for True Mother to be released released and liberated as innocent. So I was very grateful upon reflecting what I did throughout this day, throughout the vigil. Such testimony was shared. Centering on Cheonshim Won, where it's True Father's office, you must make a habit of offering devotion. And you must always check whether your thoughts is aligned with heaven or not. And you must report your thoughts and receive answer. Such time has come. So today, our sister Rosalind Mezzilano, our missionary, shared her testimony. When you listen to her testimony, when she came to 3-day residence prayer workshop, she heard heaven's voice. I love you. I am with you. I never forgotten you. She heard these voices from heaven. Even if she resigned from her work, she resolved that she must come to the 40-day workshop. But fortunately, the board director of her school did stop her from resignation, but instead to take a leave of absence for 3 months. And I believe, looking at this, I believe she's such a precious person who's recognized in her company or her work. As she attended the workshop, she experienced miraculous work, and she experienced and shared how precious the Cheonshim Won vigil was. And she said that every night was a sacred night, and she offered praise and prayer with all her sincerity. And as she called out, 어머니 황궁어스, please, mother, please return to Cheonjonggu, she offered it with tears, and she thought about the cross that True Mother is bearing. And before that sorrow, that sadness, that heartbreak, she was able to repent herself, and she shared that the 40-day workshop was the most precious time of her life. And she said that when she goes back, without a change, she will live a sacred life. She made such a resolution before all of us. Today, we are offering prayer and devotion with all our heart, but there are prayers, levels of prayer. There's prayers that are very low level, and there's prayer in high level. Amongst True Father's words, prayer has a great strength, make impossible possible. If that is the case, we must raise our level of prayer, the quality of our prayer. Even when you cook, if you make a small fire, do you think you'll be able to cook well? No, right? There's a small fire, there's a big fire. So even when you pray, it's the same. There's a small prayer, and no matter how much one shouts, you cannot even liberate the century evil spirit. How can you help support your family? How can you support community in order to liberate the evil spirit within the family, within the community, with a small prayer? How can you cast away the dark clouds of evil forces? So your father said, you must raise the quality of your prayer. You must offer earnest prayer, not just earnest with your lips, but from bottom of your heart, using all your mind and body, all your heart and body, you must offer earnest prayer. Some people, when I ask them to pray, their lips are saying earnest, but their body, their facial expression, I don't feel any earnestness. You've been witness. You saw those kind of people before. So earnest prayer is the prayer with tears. When the tears flow, you should make a resolution that let me offer more prayer, more prayer. You shouldn't just end 10 minutes of prayer. Even if you pray for 20 minutes, you still shed tears. Even if you pray for 30 minutes, if you still shed tears, you should offer that much. No matter how long you offer prayer, as long as you're in tears, let it flow, let it flow. And true Father, as he offered prayer all day long, her eyes were swollen because of tears, too much tears that he offered. And he cried that he cried so much that his eyes were swollen that he could not go out. So through tears, prayers of tears, you will be able to raise your quality of your prayer. The prayer with sweat. True Father said, with a heart of moving a rock in a mountain to pull that heavy rock to the mountain, or putting the pine tree out from even its root. That's how much strength you should put in your prayer. True Father said that all his clothing would sweat during the winter through his prayer, that when he takes his shirt off and he squeezes, the sweat would just drop off. So that's the way of quality of raising your quality of prayer. Last way to raise your quality of prayer is the prayer of blood. Our Philippine president said that I asked him to offer ongmase. He said that his throat is sore and swollen. So Reverend Director Cheonshim asked me to change for someone else for his health, but I thought it'd be better for him to do it. If his voice is hoarse, then that means that he's been shouting a lot. So it'd be good if he can push himself forward. So after the opening ceremony of the family festival, my voice got hoarse and I couldn't speak well in the dinner. And somehow I'm on the stage and I'm speaking, and my voice is coming out, and that's why I'm sharing. So crying out, the prayer that cry out loud, the heaven will answer. Even in the Old Testament age, David and Bible said that the crying out prayer will be responded by heaven. And they have shared that already. And going beyond that, you must offer a serious prayer. True Father offered the most serious prayer. And what was the most serious prayer that she offered? It's written in Cheonshim. Few days before the UN forces dropped their bombs, the communists started to kill the prisoners. And one day, instinctively, True Father realized that this is the last day he will survive. So, True Father seriously offered prayer. As the guards call out a prison one by one, explaining to people that you're moving to somewhere else, some different cell, and that was the last path. And they killed one by one, and next was True Father's turn. And on that night, at 2 a.m., UN forces attacked, and True Father was able to survive, and he was able to run away from Hungnam prison. Truly, True Father offered very serious prayer. During this time, when we offer prayer, we must be serious in our prayer. True Father, at the age of 16, he offered serious prayer all along. In Cheonshim, it is written that at age of 16, you never know how serious I was in my prayer. God was most difficult. Jesus and religious leaders were difficult. It was truly the last moment. When Korea was colonized by Japan, there was no there was no path to open, and I was at the dead end. Heaven, earth, God, all the saints, all the religious realm came gather at one point. So I have my own mission at that point, and that's why I entered that point. And then when I entered that point, centering on me, my family, the nation of Korea, was at a very serious position. And thinking of this, I could not sleep. Even I tried to eat, I could not eat. I could see everything. And with the blink of an eye, entire world will be broken into pieces, and that responsibility upon me. How serious would I be? True Father received a mission from heaven, and from that moment on, he offered very serious prayer, and through that course, he might die the next day. In that such circumstances, he offered the last prayer, and offered very serious prayer, and he overcame all of those obstacles, and that's the path of true parents they walked. As they led the victory over communism, a lot of people tried to assassinate True Father. Such circumstances occurred many times, but through the serious prayer, I am going to this place, but suddenly within his heart, something changed, allowed him to go this way, go that way, allowed him to save himself. So when True Mother is serious, we should also be serious. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't die quickly by not eating and not sleeping. So when I met True Mother, she told us that you must stay healthy, you must eat well. That's what True Mother told me. Truly, that is it. Let us gain strength, let us eat well, let us stay healthy, and boldly let us share True Parents' words to this world, and let us offer serious prayer so that we can move heaven. We must make heaven's authority, heaven's power to descend, so that righteous people on this physical world and can come back to us, so that our patriots in the past can work through all those righteous people, so that they can change the way they understand and look at our True Mother. If they call us cult or heretics, heaven must work through them in order to make something happen, so that they stop their persecution. Such power and authority of heaven, the time has come where heaven's power and authority must reveal. So let us offer prayer and devotion in order to make heaven's power and authority to be bestowed, so that we can bring True Mother back to this, to our embrace, so that we can gather all our members to the world center with True Mother to show how proud we are. I hope you see such a vision tonight. When something comes through your mouth from the spirit world, you should those spirits, evil spirits, all at once, that we have come to such an era, and let us receive substantial Holy Spirit within our heart, within our body. I'm certain the course of history will change. Course of history of Korea and Japan and the world will change through our prayer and devotion. With that conviction, I hope you offer prayer tonight. Aju. Thank you very much for a grace-filled message.